good day. I am Art Vincent Escapada from BSO82A, and this is my speech. If you are an employee in an organization working in the small, medium, or huge enterprise, there are certain code of conducts or set of professional behavior that an organization expects from the employees to convey. Ethics are generally set up rules that are important to follow the integral part of an organization and a society. Every single individual possesses the same effects and ethical behavior in different ways. As the culture from which that are born are built up are different. The purpose of this session is to illustrate how ethics affects individual as well as the organization and to clearly define specific techniques to make ethical decision or to respond to ethical conflicts. When we look the concept of ethics, what it means and is relevant to its employees, to your organization and your relationships. For example, your colleague wants to be early at work. How will you manage the situation? Is it ethical or unethical? Ethic organization don't make ultimate division about ethics. Ethical choices are made by individuals. What do you think this means? Organization can put rules in place that they expect you to follow, but they cannot tell you what to do. They cannot mandate or they cannot force they cannot force you to do that particular thing. Ethics is all about what is right, fair, honest, and legal. What does it mean? It means that every time you're in a situation, your answer needs to be yes from all of this statement. And if any in this statement is your answer is no, then this is unethical. The word ethics is your personal standard for how you do your job. It's all about detail oriented you are. What's the quality intend you to delivering for every project you do, where there are you are punctual, how you treat your colleagues. If you take accountability for what you do, and so much more, this is are all the things that can be taught, but they also come down to an employee internal moral code. So what drives our behavior to be ethical all the time? There are three things that drives our ethical behavior: our beliefs, values, and our practices. Belief Beliefs is something what accept as true or real. Belief formally opinion or conviction by a person or a group of people. Belief is all about trust, faith, or confidence in something. A common sense understanding of belief is correct and sometimes called a mental sentence theory. In this conception, beliefs exist as a coherent entities, and the way we talk them our daily life is valid basis for scientific endeavor. A common sense understanding of belief may not be entirely correct, but it is close enough to make some useful predictions. This view argues that we will eventually reject the idea of belief how we used to know. But now there are many correlations between what we take a belief when someone says that I believe that a snow is white, and the future theory in psychology when explained to this behavior since we are driven to our values. Then how did you define values? Values are the things Values are the things we regard as having ultimate importance and significance that are worth in our life. Values is a set of principles, standards, or beliefs considering our communication in values and beliefs in values that they play a critical role on how we act. When we consider these ideas to values exist in our life with regards to value system in any organization. Values exist and two levels, and it's personal and organizational. If you stand something, if you don't stand something, you will fail for anything. It means that you have to believe in something. Why? It means to have personal values that we need to stick in our everyday life. What do you think? What do you value most about your life? What things that need everyone to do is any values you might have. Keep these values with you and will help you to make the right decision. Now that we identified our personal values, what do you think are the organizational values will be the organizational values that are set of core values and fundamental beliefs of an organization. This guiding principle dictate behavior and can help people to understand the difference between right and wrong or values. Core values also help companies to determine if they are in the right path and fulfilling their goals by creating and unwavering God. Always trusting God and always trusting God and let Him guide us from our path. What is difference between ethical harmony and ethical conflict? Have you ever experienced in a situation that you are not sure to do, and how did it feel? Did you stay did you stay up all night and unable to sleep? The thing that you are experiencing is ethical conflicts. Ethical conflicts with our belief and values are inconsistent with our actions. Now, if we swelled and we would be happy with our decision, then it would be ethical harmony. Ethical harmony is when our beliefs and values and also our actions are aligned. If you believe in love but you hate your neighbor, if you hate your neighbor, there then it is an ethical conflict. It's really difficult to have a positive attitude from time to time, in which the same in having an ethical harmony. What is the importance of making good ethical decision? If you are an employee in an organization,